smoke weed. I'm living in the sky. I like to blow trees. I like smoking the Zai. I like to be high.
Hey guys, this is your girl Q, and this is the High Hour Social Conversations. Of course, I'm with my counterpart over here, Face G. How you doing today?
I'm good.
And we have social commentator. What do you want to go by, Heidi or T. Willis?
Heidi is fine.
Oh, okay. So we have social commentator Heidi. She also does a podcast. What's your podcast name?
Cocktails and conversation, and let's talk about it. I do
All
too.
right. So make sure y'all follow her and y'all can check out what she's doing. But today we finna dive into our social conversations. We usually do an IG live every Wednesday where it's cannabis news and social conversations. But today we just finna talk about what's going on in the internet and all that good stuff. So we all know Club Shay Shay just be turning it up. Everybody he interviewed just brings a lot of controversy, a lot of just shaking up the internet. And so he just did an interview with Monique. What was your thoughts? Before we dive into some things out of it, what was your thoughts on the interview, Jermaine? Face.
I was finna say Jermaine went to the bathroom right quick. I think my thing is this. I think with watching it is I like how he asks questions that involves an answer and an explanation. You get what I mean? It feels more like they having a convo. Like, man, I heard this happen. What happened with that? Oh, this is so they get deeper naturally versus when it's a question answer. It really feel like they having a convo and giving the people the time to not contradict what they say, not to what's this? Let them get their point of view off their chest.
Right.
So I think it was a good interview. I think some people look at Monique a little different in a better way. You know what I mean? And then start thinking about like, damn, well, what if I had to fight my whole life like that? I might be looked at as kind of mean or not because I'm not taking no more shit. You get what I mean? So I think it was a very good interview, a good in depth, and I think the way she explained why her man is right there made people question. She made people really question, like, damn, we over here talking stuff, but she right. That's a good man, holding her wife down, making sure nothing.
Right.
Maybe we shouldn't have been tripping off that, and that's how it made me realize that's how broken our household is. That's looked at as a bad thing. But if he wasn't there, they'll ask, where was your man to protect you? So I loved it.
No, like I was saying the same thing, like listening to it, and she even mentioned it. She was just saying, like, we so used to our men not being there for us, men not protecting us and taking care of that everyone shitted on her about her husband being around. It's like, yeah, because we used to dysfunction and men not doing that. So some people do see it as like, oh, he's just overpowering, right? And I think, okay, so we go dive into the whole Tyler Perry thing with her because she did leak the audio recording. And listening to that, I understand I understand why they didn't want her husband in the room. Because they know for a fact they cannot get over on him. Like, I'm going to play it. And when y'all hear just the way he speak and the way they know you can't come up against another man the way they probably would have came up against her. But she did leak the tape. So we go listen to Tyler Perry admitting all the things she said. Let's take a look at it. Let's listen to it.
Wait a minute, hold up. We don't know this sister to be no bullshitter. We know she a loudmouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall, but what we know about her is she true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that that was wrong? or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that, yes.
So the question I would say is...
Okay, is there a number? You know, taking that back to them was just a huge problem, okay? And I'm going to David Albert thing in a minute, because I just watched your podcast, and it really broke my heart, because number one, I feel you. I feel the sadness that's from you in all of this. And I don't want you to feel that. I mean, especially for me. I can't speak for anybody else. But for me, I'm not anyone that wants to hurt or offend anybody, especially you. I think you are brilliantly talented. I think you should have a lot more happening than you from that award. I thought for sure that if you had campaigned and won it and played by their rules, what would have happened is in the next deal, you would have got more money, millions of dollars, and your career in the film would have been much different. I believe that much in your talent. So in saying all of that, I just say it's just heartbreaking, because I don't ever want you to think that I'm out trying to blackball or say anything. Please give me when I say this. I'm not trying to hurt you. I would never try to hurt you.
If Monique asked Lionsgate for a favor and they told her no, and she's asking for a favor that is not contractual, not something that they're contractually obligated to do, and they told her no, but then she went and told the world how difficult that they were, do you think that that would be fair or unfair?
No, that's not fair. It's not fair.
So the question, pardon me. So the question I would ask of you, good sir, because I appreciate you being honest enough to answer that with a relative quickness. I really do. So the question that I would ask you is this. If we should do unto others as we would have them do unto ourselves, the question I would ask is, how do you sit back, or how would you feel if someone said about you that you were difficult to work with because you didn't want to perform for them a function that you were not contractually able or obligated to do? How would you feel about that?
Well, as I said, that's not fair. If I bring a movie for Monique over there, I'm going to have to say it. I'm going to have to defend it. I'm going to have to fight them.
Well, it's easy. It's easy because all you would be doing is telling the truth. You are 6'6" black man. Okay?
Listen, I ain't got no problem, man. I ain't got no problem. Trust me when I tell you, I ain't got no problem.
Well, that's why we saying then.
What I'm saying to you.
Then say it now. Say it now.
Say it now. I'm black and I'm proud.
Come on.
James Brown is counting
I'm
us.
saying it now. I will let all of this cool off when I get back out on the press tour to promote my next thing. I know it's going to come up. That is when I will talk about it. But no, it's too hot. It's too hot. Y'all heated it up.
Now, to Tyler Perry's credit, Tyler Perry called us up, right? And he said, I can see the pain in you and I can hear it. And I want to let you know that I would never do nothing to hurt you. But the conversation kept going on, only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied, only for Tyler Perry to admit I was wrong. And when my movie Boo come out, I'm going to say that, right? Now, here's where, when you did that interview with Kat, I could respect how you do it. Because Kat said, you let them people lie in your face. And your response was, Kat, I don't know if they're lying or not.
Right.
Because I can only take them at their word.
At their word.
Right?
Yes.
Well, we sent you the audio of Tyler Perry. I don't want you to take me at my word. I want you to hear his words. And what did you hear that man saying? What did you hear that man saying?
He said it.
What did he say?
Monique, you know you're not supposed to be recording people.
No. Let me back up.
Okay.
Everything we did was legal. And here's where a black woman really gets the kick in the ass. Had I not recorded Tyler Perry, then it would have been my word against his. And then on top of that, it would have been, he's so powerful, we can't even pay no attention to that.
Right.
Well, now I have him on audio, which is legal to do where we live.
Right, in Georgia.
Okay? We have him on audio. And do you know what some people then said? Why would you record him? Just like you sat there and said, you know it's illegal to... But did you hear what the man said? I violated you.
Yeah.
I mistreated you.
Yeah.
Do you know, Shannon, that's cost my family tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Over a lie and a rumor?
Is he gonna make he's gonna compensate you for that?
I want you to look in your camera.
Yes.
And I want you to talk to Tyler Perry because you heard what that man said. So ask him, will he compensate my family for that?
Tyler, will you come on Club Shay Shay and let's have a conversation about the fair compensation for what transpired between you and Monique? You can sit right here and she's sitting right here and you and I can have a conversation.
And we'll do you one better. And give me 5 on that, baby.
That nigga Shay good. That boy Shay good. He done put his foot in it. Well, he like, hey.
And I wanted to play it to the end of it instead of like so that you can see like how, for me, it was the part of the first thing people ask is why you record versus why did this person do this to you? Like it's always about kind of saving face for the higher up, the this or that, not wanting to put them out, call them out. And that's what I do like about Club Shay Shay. It's calling everybody out 2024. This been 1 year already. But all right, Heidi, what's your thoughts on the whole situation?
It's deep. That's deep. And the reason why people say why you recording is illegal because in certain states it is illegal to record somebody before you announce that I'm recording this conversation. You know, so that's why people go to that because you don't know where they're from to be legal. So when she said it's legal from where I'm at, I felt that okay. So now let's move on. And I felt that he didn't want to acknowledge what Tyler had said on that video. And so he like, Monique, why you record? Okay, she told you why. Acknowledge what he said. What did that man say? So by him going to the end and saying like, hey, Tyler, come on my show, that's a segue to invite him to sit down with him. Hey, I'm gonna give him a hand clap for that because I'd have did the same thing. I don't got no comments for right now, but let me interview Tyler.
Jermaine, do you think she'll ever get her compensation or apology from Tyler Perry?
Apology, maybe. Compensation, no. Maybe a big paycheck to do a movie that he gonna recoup the money off of, or something like that. You know what I mean? Or through his channels, or produce a movie for her, but hands off, or something like that. Yeah, she might get that. Because with this coming out, the audio is out there now. You know what I mean? So it's like when they ask him about it, if he backtrack on it, then it sounds like you're not man enough to stand. You know what I mean? The only way he can do is kind of accept it and put it out there. But said, this is why I said, yeah, that is what happened. And before my next movie come out, she went on such a bad PR rant that it was too toxic, and I just stayed away from it. You know what I mean? But you kind of started it.
Yeah, and it really, honestly, don't help his or Oprah case when Lee Daniels already apologized because he was roped up in the whole situation too. So when you have someone that already took accountability for the situation, apologizing and all that, it's kind of like leaving y'all out there. But speaking of Oprah, like, I feel like a lot of Oprah bad dealings is coming out in 2024 in the way she treat people. You know what I mean? So not only the stuff on the set of Color Purple, now this calling her out. I want to play, because Jermaine, you sent me the video. Which one should I do first? Him on the show or her talking about her doing it?
Either one.
All right. Let's go over here.
Why do you want to be here today, Gerald?
I'm here today to first acknowledge what I've been in denial for 37 years. And that is, I did assault and inappropriately touch my sister in manners that were not comfortable for her. And for that, I apologize, and I'm humbly sorry.
2 years ago, Monique revealed she had been molested by her brother and used that pain to give her Oscar-winning performance in Precious.
Some may think that you're only doing this to get into the good graces of your sister now because she has an Academy Award.
Now, I'm doing this to apologize to my sister, to hopefully bring back some family unity.
As for their relationship now, Monique recently told Barbara Walters there is none.
Did your brother ever apologize to you?
The apology that I got from my brother is, if you think I did something wrong, then I'm sorry.
They were my exact words to my sister. Well, there's no more if you think I did it. You were absolutely right with what you said. I did it. I'm not proud of it. Monique, I'm sorry.
To the people at Shay Shay's club, you got other people in the club, right? When Oprah Winfrey called me up and she said, I got a call from your brother. And this is after I won the Oscar award, right? And your brother wants to come on the show and he wants to apologize to you for molesting you. And he wants to tell other people how to look out for a predator.
Right.
I said, Oprah, I said, I don't want anything to do with that cat. I said, and then she said, well, if you want me to scratch the show, I will scratch it. I said, sis, don't scratch it because he could be a different person. And I don't want to get in the way if that cat is a different person. I just don't want no parts of it.
Right.
Okay? When I hung up that phone, Shannon, I was like, I appreciate that sister. Like, she didn't have to call me.
She didn't.
She didn't have to call me and say, I'm going to have your brother.
Right.
I start seeing commercials with my mother and my father and my other brother who used to be my manager, who knew the fear that I had with the brother that was up on stage, right? We never talked about my mother being there.
She never told you that.
You know how you feel about your grandparents?
Yes, absolutely.
You know the honor and how you speak about them? Imagine you then seeing your granddaddy and your grandmama on a show and they're talking about somebody that violated you and that woman didn't tell you that they were going to be there. How would you feel?
I would feel like you felt betrayed.
That is exactly how I felt and how I feel. And it's not, no, I understand it. But you betrayed me, sister. And I'm not the only one.
Because at the time when she called you, she said it was just your brother.
Just my brother. And when my mother was on that show, do you know what I had to deal with, Shannon?
What's that?
I would be in the store and I would have elderly women coming up to me and they would say, your mama ain't shit.
Wow.
Now, they wasn't lying, Shannon, okay? They wasn't lying, baby. Sometimes you gotta let the truth be the goddamn truth. Sometimes you got to just go with it, but still, it's my mother.
It's your mom.
And I'm in here, and because when I'm having to defend something, and I got that often with them telling me what my mother wasn't, because you did not tell me. Had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm going to have your mama, I'd have said, shut that shit down. I don't need nobody seeing my mama be greedy. I don't need the world seeing. Shut it down. Now, there's a white woman named Barbara Walters. They called her first. And she said, Monique, I told your family, I can't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. You just won that award. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah, you're here. Why would I bring something that I know that you don't want to talk about? You lived it. Why do I need to replay it again?
Ask her. Your camera right there.
But I was trying
I
to.
know, baby, but ask her. See, this is where it get juicy, right?
Yeah.
Because you're saying the right things, but
Yes.
you're asking me questions that I can't answer.
Right.
I can't answer why Oprah Winfrey did what Oprah Winfrey did.
Yes.
Only Oprah Winfrey can answer for her actions.
Yes.
So again, stop being scared.
No,
I knew that would get him, Mom Mary. I knew that would pop him back in, baby.
Man,
That's deep.
that's deep.
That's
All
real
right.
deep.
What do you think about that, Heidi?
That's deep. Like I feel that she did violate her. You told me my brother was coming on the show that he wanted to apologize. First of all, why? Why you want to go on the show on national TV when I'm a phone call away? You could apologize to me, and then for her not to tell her that her parents was going to be on the show. So y'all having a conversation about me and I'm not present. I just felt that was not right.
Yeah.
And for them to call Barbara Walters to get on her show and she turned it down. Like, why wouldn't Oprah turn it down? Like, what was the whole point? Were you trying to make her feel and look some type of way?
It was
Like,
right after she won for
that Oscar.
right that she won for Precious for all the stuff that they created the rumor that she was difficult. So I think they was really trying to put the nail in her coffin, to be honest.
And why would you do that to another African American? That, and you promote love and happiness and uplift in our culture, but you just drug her through the mud. And for her to have to relive her trauma, you see people in the store like, oh, your mama this, your mama that,
When she's also been molested before. It's like, this what we doing?
Exactly. So you don't want to relive your trauma while you forcing her to relive her trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes we have to step back and say, would I want this to be done to me?
Right.
So,
Jermaine, do you feel like a lot of these people that we may have held to like greatness, high esteem, because they have accomplished a lot in their careers, do you think like we put them on a pedestal they don't deserve?
First, I feel like nobody get to the top without some dirt on their clothes, right? But my thing is, at what point once you get there, what point do you wash the dirt off? You know what I mean? It seems like wherever they went through to get there, they forgot that was the bullshit they had to do or go through, and then they get there and it becomes the way they operate, just the way we move. Because honestly, it sounds like she said the brother, because she knew if she would have said the family, it would have been a definite no. I could probably get her to say okay with the brother. If I sweeten it up, be like, yeah, he want to come and try to teach people how to look out for other predators and apologize to you publicly. And, I'm going to leave out the part that I'm inviting the rest of your family. That's like you asking me, hey, you mind if your mom come on this show and talk to you about such. Okay. And then I get on there and you got my dad on there with another family member or something that's hella drunk. Like, come on, bro. Like, you didn't say you was going to do all that. So that's why I think it was. I think she asked permission for the one thing she thought she can give a good reason for him coming on there. You want to cheat, it can help other people. They love to throw that out there. And you notice he put that in there, to help other people.
Right.
But my mom's and them, who that's helping? That's not helping nobody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it was a thing. It got ratings. You know what I mean? It helped to paint the scenario that, yeah, this might be the reason she's difficult to work with, because she's still difficult to work with. You know what I mean?
But honestly, I'm now okay. So my story when I first got in the industry. I heard from so many people that she was difficult to work with and all this. But now I'm really thinking, like, was she, or was this just a rumor that had been told, and so many people have been saying it that now it's her reality when it's not
Yeah,
really reality.
I just think she never been with the bullshit. So for a lot of like Taji, who just said, okay, put her head down and keep going, you know what I mean? Oh, she's a ball to work with. But somebody that's gonna be like, oh wait, hold on. We
Right.
supposed to get our breaks right now. We can't be on set this long. You supposed to be
Right.
doing this. Oh, she's so difficult to work with. Like she said, you mad because I want to do something that wasn't in my contract after you already took the 5% on the back end I'm supposed to get.
Right.
You get what I mean? Hell, you finna get cussed out when you ask me for something free.
Right.
So I think the difficult, like if you heard somebody was difficult, right? And they come on set, you're going to look at their actions differently than if you just met them clearly, right? If I came on set and I'm like, hey, we doing, they'd be like, oh, Face is about business. He trying to get this shit done. But if I had a reputation of being hard to work with, now all of a sudden he's mean. He's difficult. He everything got to be done like this. And it's really, I'm about my business.
Right. Your reputation perceives you. Like people will say, oh, they already judged you before you walk through the door. And that's the problem I feel that they did with Monique. Is she stern? Maybe so. I'm like that. Like, nah, I ain't got time for the BS. Like, let's get to the bottom of it and let's get out. Let's do our jobs and let's go. I'm not one to be like submissive, like, oh, I'm gonna put my head down and I'm gonna just push through. No. You say we off at a certain time, let's get off at a certain time. Let's go. Let's move it this way. I'm with her. I don't think it's difficult.
I think it's more of that, Keita, that she, you know,
don't take shit.
I think no, because you know what? I think once she realized how much she got fucked up, messed over on the Parkers, because she talked about that too.
Right.
How she didn't even know she had a parking spot.
Right.
She was parking across the street, walking over.
Yeah.
I think that experience shows her if you don't stand up and ask for it, they'll give you Jeff pennies as long as she didn't ask for it. Yeah. So I think her experience with that, with her life background, she was like, no, you're not finna get over on me like that. And her husband, I think, gave her that strength.
Yeah, because like,
honest,
even in there, when Tyler Perry said you should have just did what they wanted, I was like, what? Like just to even sit up there to say somebody should just take it in hopes. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that in hopes and that I got you on the back, it never comes. It never, ever, ever comes. They always want you to do something for free, and to be like, hey, I got you on this, I got you on that. It rarely ever comes. I ain't gonna say never, because I done something, and they like, yo, I'm got you on the next show, and they do put me on the next show. But it's a lot of times that it's just talk. It's just talk. It's just talk.
And think about it. You gonna be difficult to work with if you don't take no shit. That's just what it is.
And I didn't even realize
I'm gonna be honest. Hollywood is very relaxed stoners. You know what I mean? So now don't get me wrong, they work their ass off. So if you come in there and you like, all of them gonna think you, oh my God,
that's how it was when I first came to LA and I'm working on show. I'm like, they was like, yo, slow down. They was like, you be finishing things too quick. You be doing. They was like, you make us look like we ain't doing our job. We ain't doing it. They was like, you just need to slow down. Like literally, I had to learn how to move at a slower pace, and to be okay with people really not doing their job, because that's really a lot of it. Is people really don't do their job, so other people have to take up the slack. Like it's just a bunch of crazy. But I do get it. But before we move on, I want to apologize to Monique, because that what I was told when I came into the industry, And so because I entrusted people that told me, I thought it to be factually true. Do I know it to be factually true? I don't really know. I just know what I've been told. But I'm going to go off the fact that because my brother brought it to my attention that people may view me that way in this industry because I don't take shit, and I had to say, you know what? I know for a fact some people view me as difficult because I have to say no to a lot of people. I have to do a lot of things. So I can understand how that could get spread. So I'm sending my apologies from what I have done.
I like to smoke weed.